Get it up and running. He's talking to this IT guy.
Broadcast video is live.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it on.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's set pretty good enough to first automatically.
Choose file.
Odds up. Right. And as soon as we are possible. Well, it just seems to be, I mean, they can get into other stuff. It just seems to be whatever this one page is.
It's a Google Hangout.
Google Hangout. Right. Yep. No, now, yeah. So,
Is Matt Scott joining us?
right. No.
Oh, I don't know if you would actually.
Yes. Click to join. So,
Water.
so this, I don't know, this Google Hangout thing, when you click to join, then wherever it's trying to go to, it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
It works, it's just a specific site that it's not letting it go into.
What's going on?
Huh.
Check.
Right, I did. I wasn't totally sure. Now I understand the problem. Yeah.
Definitely violating HR policies. Oh, this internet policies.
All right. Have you?
Okay, so we're
Have you checked your stream on your page to see that it's live? Make sure that it's actually there. All right. You did say 6:30, so.
What am I gonna do?
Oh, turn it off. Oh.
We're broadcasting.
Okay. See it.
The delay might have been there.
Oh yeah, the delay is always going to be there.
Hello.
About 40 seconds. Yeah.
right.
Ooh. Can't hear anything.
Okay. So maybe we're not actually going through this.
Oh, I hear it. I hear people coming in. I just can't hear myself. That's a good thing.
I'm missing two people, right?
Yeah, Jason and Mike.
Are you on with them on?
I was on them with the last one.
No, were you on with them in social? Meaning you want to tag them via Twitter or via this?
Okay.
Chat up. Say, hey, join.
Okay. I know which of the three. Okay. So I just tried the black, tried the yellow. Should be fun to see which one.
Oh, you know, you're going to kill it.
Oh yeah, no. They each have their own. No.
If that doesn't work, that doesn't work.
No, I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm trying to help out now.
That's my.
So,
I just got
yeah,
sent
when Tony was here before, you told him
What I wanted, and he said just connect.
Okay, so that's the one he said.
And I made
Yeah. No, I'm talking just. Okay, let me try plugging it into one of the other ports. This specific.
This is Jason.
No, just.
Jason too.
See which
Hey,
one.
Naughty.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
You want to just look it up for a moment?
Yeah.
17-year-olds coming up.
Dasani. Quenches your thirst.
On YouTube, kids on YouTube that have that many followers, I think sometimes YouTube just like probably the same thing on Twitter. Like kids will follow each other like the way how their friends on Facebook. So
Red Band Radio. What's the matter? Mute.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. I beat the internet again.
We seem to only be getting any connectivity at all out of one of the ports. So the one that we're going with.
How are things going, Chris?
He's not connected yet.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna get a longer cable and try another
Ross.
another port.
A longer network. Yeah. Plug it. Is there another jack that's live?
Well played, Todd.
Well, something's going on where we've reached the maximum.
Yep.
I think we've reached the maximum number.
Feeling good, feeling good.
Switch to a single port or whatever you do. I don't know. I'm guessing at this point, but if there's 4 of them here and only one
Yes.
having an issue,
I don't hear you.
it's either the computer, but it can't be because it's probably the number of streams we're trying to go off a single port.
who's missing?
Who's missing? Stackhouse?
I sent him the invite.
Okay.
Wait, where's John Siaka?
Okay.
He's not coming? Really? Oh, man.
What's his name?
Oh, this is horrible. I guess he's too busy on Twitter searching down all the women on there.
That's funny.
Oops, is that live?
Yes. No live. All right, while he's fixing that, did you send out on a tweet what the link is?
Come on, Chris, get on the ball.
That's why I'm here to be producer. Remind everybody what a producer does.
I love Chris's red band hat.
Yeah,
Nice, man.
it looks good.
Would you shut down?
Yeah, I want to send out a tweet. I see Big Nate's got it up on his site.
The Red Band AV just tweeted out a web URL.
Okay.
I think that was Chris, I guess.
Being a nag.
Yeah,
I don't see him doing it, but he's pretty amazing.
he's something. I'll tweet it out.
And I produced like 5 or 6 shows for the AV Nation guys, so I'm always.
I'm not allowed to have my phone on me, so I can't tweet anything. They barred me from that.
Are they sure they're coming? What's their
They
Skype?
barred you from using your phone?
Yeah, they won't allow me because they said I'm going to fiddle with it the whole time and not pay attention.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be too distracted.
Yeah. What am I going to do anyway?
Probably turn off my TV.
No, you got to keep that on. You got to have something interesting. Who wants to look at Chris's face the whole time? Ooh.
That's true. Put a plastic bag over it or a paper bag, and that'd be fine.
I don't know. Actually, let me see if I can find one. How about a Crestron box? At least you could have something out of it.
Hey, there we go. That'll. I'm sure that'll hold up well for the AV tweets.
And then you put it up with the Red Band Live thing. I will. Up there it is. AV Shout Red Band Live. Or is it different?
Oh.
Now it's.
Oh yeah, it did go out as ribbon.
Alright, so let's see if this starts. It's looking to go start. It says it's live. There we go. There's you twittering away. Yeah. All right. So what else? All right, Chris. We should be ready to though drop back 5 punt and turn a camera around for the and feed this in somehow. I mean, worst case scenario, if we can't get this up, I can turn this thing over.
No, I flipped the camera and I
But we don't have feed. We don't have an audio feed
out
from the mix out.
You can take the feed out of my.
Sam, if we have to click, we click, right? I mean, it'd be silly, but
Okay, so what do we
Oops.
do? You want me to reboot?
No, well, there's nothing connected at the moment, unless they can connect you via the wireless. What's the wireless access? Can you get a wireless access, or is it? You guys know it by heart? We can try it.
There's a Verrex text.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so just do Teresa?
For guest?
Teresa?
For Verrex guest.
Yeah. And then password is Verrex, all lowercase.
Right, that's for the guest one.
Yep.
Yeah, she's an employee. Verrex guest. Teresa, all lowercase.
Yep.
Oh.
Verrex. So it's Teresa, all lowercase, and the password is Verrex, all lowercase. Okay. Thank you. And I drive on YouTube. We did this. It's just network issues. If I hadn't had a map that told me you guys were way back there on 22, I wouldn't have circled twice. Trying to figure out going up to 2047, going 1130 can't be happening.
Mike. Can you hear me, Mike?
Of course.
Yeah,
I got my phone.
nice. Hey, we're nothing if not rebels, so trying to Instagram and be trendy
Okay, Verrex guest.
doesn't work out so well for me these days.
Connect to
It's a new trend. We're gonna follow it.
All lowercase.
You know, I hear this internet thing's not going to last, so who knows.
Oh, it probably won't. I agree with you.
But I'm deep in Bitcoin, so 10 years from now I'll be a millionaire. Said no one with Bitcoin experience.
Millions and millions of beat homes, jet skis, all the goody toys.
Password is
I made.
RREX, no capitals, little.
Did you get a picture? Like, he took a picture and then he took my phone and like.
I'm still trying to find a cable, so let's cut it short.
Todd, put your phone away.
Shit. Oh. I thought that was Chris.
He's like, wow, that's impressive. Here's
reading it.
Josh.
Oh, there's Josh. Finally. Came to the party.
Josh
Almost.
said he thought we were doing this at 7:30 Eastern.
Ah. Josh. Can you hear me? Watch, once we go live, I won't say a word. I'll just sit there like blank stare.
Yeah, just get a predator stare going on at the camera.
I feel like a deer in headlights.
God, is your video frozen? Nope, just staring.
Back to Chris.
Hey, Josh, I can't hear you. Are you saying anything?
That's what he said. Bow chicka wow wow. Chris in the building.
Well, duh, yeah, because I forgot to unmute myself when I joined the call.
There we go.
All right, let me get my lower third set up.
Well, seeing everybody here, I think I'm the youngest, which makes me feel really weird, but okay.
Bow chicka wow wow.
So you guys do me a favor and tell me if you can eat. There's a part of my shirt with a stain on it, but I don't think it's in frame. I didn't realize it until about 2 seconds ago.
You're fine. I can't see any stain or really much of your shirt, so you
I've
will.
seen it off the page.
Good.
It's streaming through, streaming out.
Hey, are you guys seeing this off the page or is it streaming out? That's what the boss asked me to ask you guys.
I heard the boss.
On the AV shout page?
On the AV shout page? Yes.
Let me see. Yeah, I am seeing it.
Yes, it is.
So you guys do me a favor and tell me if you can eat. There's a part of my shirt it's in frame.
What just happened there?
Seconds ago. That would be the echo. You're hearing someone.
You're fine. I can't. Someone's watching the stream and we're listening back to it because technology is great.
Yeah. Hey, Josh, is that a stain on your shirt?
Yeah, that comment about the stain went out live, I think.
Well, good, because I'm a real man, and real men wear stained shirts.
It's better than that white thing on Chris's face.
Oh, that's Chris's face.
Yeah.
see if I can do some.
I hear some wind out there.
Are you in your backyard?
Me? Yeah. Is that coming from me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. What I was thinking about doing was keeping my mic on mute whenever I'm not talking, just because I don't want that to interfere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, tell me when I click off. First of all, tell me if you guys hear anything when I switch. Like, I'm gonna keep moving my mouth, but you're gonna hear me not talking. So tell me if you hear a click when I do this.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, there goes. I want to do the test.
No click.
Nope.
Okay, so we're good then.
Yep.
Does that get rid of the hum? I mean, because I have a fan blowing on me in my backyard. That's why.
Hear a little bit of it, but not when it's off.
How about that?
Much better.
Yeah, I think it was blowing directly into the microphone.
Do you have a login on that?
I wish I could frame up my camera a little more.
I'm just waiting for it.
Joshua, where are you from?
I live in Madison, Wisconsin right now.
Oh, okay.
How many more months do you get married?
Well, that's that's an interesting story. Last night, my fiance and I decided that we were going to postpone the wedding until July because it's just gotten astronomically expensive.
Yeah.
And we're like 2,000 short of being able to hold the wedding that we want. So we're just going to wait. But it was going to be in September 21st.
Oh, wow.
Although Mr. Griffin here is married in like this month.
Yeah, let's see. 20, less than 20 days, 18 days.
Sorry to hear that,
Right
man.
up.
Sorry.
Todd, ever the romantic.
You got the
Right,
3 rings, right?
Send that
What's
soundbite
the first
to you,
rings? Engagement ring, wedding ring, and the suffering. Let it-
By the way, Todd, he's watching right now.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Let me go back to my frame so no one can see me. There we go. Much better. Now she won't know the face.
The lower third might give it away, though. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah, hey, does anyone else? I see that Tucker has Aviation and Mike has his. Jason, do you? I think I'm on my blog on mine. Do you want to promote yours?
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think they just spaced it.
Big Nate in the building.
Woot woot.
Hello, hello.
You got enough cables behind you, Nate?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's my
Keep things
smaller
interesting.
collection.
Is that your office?
This is my
Or
His
are
throne
you in a
room.
supply closet?
Uh-oh.
no, this is
The
my
throne
basement.
room.
I'm in my little man cave / home office.
Okay. That explains the VHS tapes. Probably a big fan of Mighty Ducks 2 or something like that.
Yeah, I should probably remove like the technology from like 1982.
Nah, don't kid yourself.
Is that an S-video cable back there?
Oh, I got a little bit of everything. Let's see, I gotta get my stream.
I'm
set.
delaying over here.
Todd, are you live on site?
I can't hear you. We're having major delay.
I'm questioning whether I should go into my bedroom and just open up the windows because there's a lot of noise outside.
You have an internal lag, or is it just me?
No lag though. It's gonna be there. It's just taking its sweet time. You wanna, if there's anybody on, you wanna talk, you wanna record it. We're just gonna.
I wish my webcam was closer to me.
Oh, how do I? Oh,
Who's
man.
that? Was that you, Mike, that said that?
Yeah. More
Actually,
of me, less of that painting.
To be honest, though, yours is the only one that looks like a set, and so does Nate's
Yeah.
and Jason's. Like, you guys have backgrounds, so they look, in
Let me
basics
work.
of video,
let me
the
work
off
on
angle,
mine.
actually.
Welcome to my office.
There we go.
It
This
looks
is
good.
where none of the big decisions get made.
Hey, does anybody know how to bring up that little sidebar from yesterday?
Yeah, on your
Lower
left
third?
hand, you're looking for Hangout Toolbox.
Yeah,
Fourth one down to the
it
left.
keeps crashing every time I open it up.
Sounds about right.
It's that damn Mac.
For,
Whoa.
Oh, I'm live on a Mac. Let's Just go ahead and can the jealousy there for a second.
No.
Same
I'm
here,
a
man.
I'm a Mac boy. I use everything Linux, Mac, and Windows actually on a regular basis. I'm just saying that Windows doesn't play nice with, or Mac doesn't play nice with Google Hangouts yet.
That's a good picture of Chris.
It worked seamlessly last night.
You have a lot of likeness in that photo.
So
What happened?
we got 2 Chris's joining this call. That's pretty impressive.
Go without it.
So how we wanted to feed the
Whose screen?
audio.
How are we gonna feed the audio? Come on.
All right. Members only jackets coming down.
All right, I think I'm going to leave the call and come back and see if that fixes it.
Wow.
Sorry about that. All right.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go inside and set up in my bedroom instead, because that's the only room I have enough room in my apartment.
No kinky
Is,
shit.
Yeah, I mean, aren't you guys getting a bunch of background noise from cars driving by and other things, or is that not picking up on this?
I don't hear it.
Not
No,
getting
no,
cars,
no.
just getting wind, which is fine because it's only when you talk.
So what are you calling me, a gas bag?
No.
That's all vibe. Just letting you know.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Is my lower third gone?
Yes.
I wonder what happened.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 3 4. Going live.
Who's that?
Barry, CEO, President, and
I'm going to give
There it
this
is.
a shot.
Good evening. And for those on the other side of the world, good morning. Thank you for joining us at this very early hour.
You want to see
Do you hear anything from this?
Hello.
I don't even know about the cross right now because I switched the audio.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the headset audio to mine.
So when we go live, we're actually going to do like a professional broadcast
should
type
be okay
countdown,
now.
right?
Tom is off, and then I'll connect Tom after the band. All right? Here's okay. Yeah. We're ready to go. You guys ready? And guess what? We have C Neto on right now.
Who?
My computer just turned on. Are you kidding me? Well, it's a guest. Anyway.
Screen, so.
All right. Drummer's off. To the side. Sorry, Ross. The camera doesn't pick you up. You guys.
Oh, video for it then.
Absolutely. Ready? I will move the camera around and stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Red Band Radio, second episode. We are broadcasting live from Verrex Corporation. We are experiencing some technical difficulties, but that's assumed. We are who we are, and you know how we operate. This is never an easy thing for us. So what we're going to start off with is the Verrex Band, led by Dan Canzanieri. And what are you guys going to play for us first? All right, we're going with a little Ramones, Blitzkrieg Bob. Let's hear the cover. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Gentlemen, you guys there? Everybody hear me okay?
Yep.
Audio.
I'm here.
You're there. George, you're here? All right. That was an abrupt ending. Switch that camera. Switch over to Todd Puma. All right, we're good to go. Kind of hokey, but we had some technical difficulties. I'm sitting here live at the corporate headquarters of Verrex out in sunny Mountainside, New Jersey. With me is Tom Barry, CEO, President, and Head Cheese.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming in. You mentioned earlier that it was always difficult.
Yeah, right. I wish it was. We're on site. We're trying something new. We're trying something different. This is not just a straight up podcast that you're accustomed to with the AV Nation crew. We are adding a live feed going out right now across the AV Shout webpage. If you go to the AV Shout webpage, you will find a post for Red Band Live. If you click on that, hit the play button, you will see this live on air. If you're listening to the streaming across the YouTube channels or through Big Nate 84's how-to page, multiple places where you can catch Red Band Radio today. The topic today, we're on site with Verrex. The topic of our discussion today will be company culture, something that is near and dear to a lot of us here. We have been through various companies in our careers, but there seems to be an upheaval right now in not just the AV industry, but within other industries to bring up a more employee-friendly type operation. And as you heard from the Verrex Live band, the perfect example, I'm sorry, I'm getting all tongue twisted. The perfect example of company culture. Here you go. Here's a site.
Okay, it's a very emotional topic. We'll do it together.
Here's a company that is taking it to another level when it comes to the culture of how the company operates. I mean, obviously, every company out there has their standards of the when it comes to salaries and days off and benefits and stuff like that. One of the benefits that these guys have here, and I found pretty interesting talking to Tom, was that they actually have employees that jam and come in after hours, and they allow their technicians access after hours into their warehouse and the space and the equipment to jam with. So that's pretty cool, Tom. Thanks.
Well, you can appreciate when you need that one cable. What better place than to come to a shop that's got everything you need.
Cables weren't a problem. The problem we had today is now being a video problem, and that is that's my fault. I take responsibility for it. Let's go around the horn and see who's here with us. Let's start off with Todd.
Hey everyone, how you doing?
How's everything, Todd? Todd is the CEO of the Source Home Theater. Todd, second podcast.
Yes, it is.
First video.
Nervous, very nervous. Keep on losing connection. I think I lost it again right now.
No, you're there.
Oh, okay.
All right, with us as well is George Tucker, the man behind the scenes. George, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Just trying to make sure everything works. You get the rare side of producer engineer at work.
All right, we're going to shoot up to our Boston area and say hi to Big Nate.
Hey,
Nate,
how's
there?
it going, guys? Happy to
Nate,
be
give us a
here.
little plug
Thanks for
on
having me on
your
the
website and your Twitter handle and all that.
Yeah, yep. I'm having trouble with my lower thirds, but you could find me on the web at bignate84.com.
I am an associate AV designer with Image Stream Medical, and that's my day job. But then on the weekends I do YouTube, so I'm rapidly approaching 1 million views. I've been working at it for a while, so I got tons of how-to videos on there. That's kind of my thing on YouTube, and actually coming up on a giveaway. When I hit 1 million views, I'm giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. So if anybody wants to get in on that, head over to bignate84.com.
Your audio's coming across kind of bad, Nate. I'm going to go ahead and try to retell the story. Big Nate is our YouTube sensation. He's the man behind Big Nate 84 How To. That is his site. He has a ton of YouTube videos. He is our resident expert when it comes to how to get stuff on the internet, and of course the video's working fine. Right now the audio's taking a dive, but that's okay. Nate will be back and forth with you as well. And what's important about Nate is one of our newest bloggers with REDBAND. And to follow Nate, I will go right down to Jason Griffin. Jace, you are in LA.
I am. How you doing, Chris?
About yourself and let the community hear some.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I am a project manager at DSI Entertainment. We're a big residential firm out here in Los Angeles, and just recently got in touch with Chris through the blog and Twitter, and I'm just excited to be here, excited to be a part of it. Also do a little bit of blogging over at integratorsacademy.com, which is kind of a site that I've been working on, and it's still a little bit of a new project, but definitely go over and check it out. And yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Thanks, Jason. I will again reiterate, Jason is with integratorsacademy.com. That is his blog site. His Twitter handles at Jason Griffin, last name Griffing, and that's Jason. He's out in LA. He's one of our newest bloggers. He came on the scene at the same time as Nate and published some nice articles for us. And there's more to come. Next guy, we're going to go out to Madison, Wisconsin. We'll say hi to Josh Stackhouse. What's up, Josh?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Josh is doing the outside thing.
Yeah, I want to be out in the house on a day like today, dude. It's a nice day. I got some khaki shorts on and a nice button-down shirt, and I'm just chilling outside and enjoying the...
Isn't technology grand that you can sit outside on your porch and hang out with us?
Yep.
Yeah, you've been pretty busy, man. I appreciate the work. For those that don't know, Josh has been really tearing it up in the back, behind-the-scenes stuff, doing all website development and stuff like that for AV Shout and REDBAND, sort of his side hobby stuff, and a lot of the stuff that's coming out is looking really good, really creative, and we're looking to launch the new site as of September. And let me just go ahead and give Josh's Twitter handle a plug. It's at Stackhouse AV. That's at Stackhouse AV. You can find him on Twitter. He's usually out there tweeting about some weird crap and some maybe related stuff all at the same time. All right. And last but not least, we'll go down to Florida. Go check in with Mike. Mike Brands, how are you?
Doing well. It's good to be here. Coming to you from not so pleasant South Florida, so enjoy the weather, Josh.
Thanks. Got a little bit in my hand over here, apparently.
George, how's the audio coming across?
It is choppy. It's a network stress.
Yeah, we're stressing the network. That's the beauty of being live. All right.
Normally you're stressing me out, Chris. And now you're stressing out the network?
I've stressed everybody out today, man. Poor George has got no more hair left. Look at that.
Oh, man. Look what you did to him.
So let's start off. Let's go ahead and talk to Tom a little bit. Tom, how you doing?
Great. I'm doing good. Doing good. Haven't done one of these in a couple of histories, so this is always the first time. I'll say your first time.
I'm glad to be the guy that say I was his first. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's great. Tom is a unique individual in our industry. Aside from the stories that I've heard of cowboy hats in Dallas, Texas, when in Texas do what the Texans do and wear a $10 hat bigger than you are.
Got it. When in Rome, it's all about culture. Respecting the culture.
Tom's unique, not just for his cowboy hats and his style, but Tom is a third-generation AV professional in our industry. That is father and grandfather involved in industry. That's when Verrex started. It's always been local in Union County, New Jersey.
Yep.
And we represent New Jersey, I guess.
I guess that's true.
Jersey strong.
Absolutely. So how was it, Tom, growing up in a Navy household?
Actually, it's been a long 22 years that I've been involved in the industry, so my memory is a little bit cloudy. That's just a common symptom of an AV professional. Like you mentioned, the company was started by my grandparents, grandfather and grandmother, in 1947. Coming out of World War II, you get a little bit of entrepreneur mixed with a little bit of finance expertise, and you identify where there's a need. And coming out of World War II, there was a lot of new technology that was developed. Obviously, not on the video end. AV 60 years ago was a lot of audio, not a lot of video. And back then, they started at modest beginning in the garage of their house up in Flora Park. And back then, it was background music. It was public address. It was a little bit of CCTV, as well as security.
Awesome.
And over the years, that's developed into what we know now as audiovisual. And each decade, you had change in technology. You had different directions that we would go as a company. But that's where we are today. I've been with the company, like I said, 22 years. Right out of school, had a deal with my father. The deal was 4 for 40. He paid for 4 years of college, and I worked for him for 40 years.
Wow!
So I am halfway done. So you wonder why I've always got this personality and this upbeat, cheery demeanor. I got 18 more years of this. So if you don't love what you're doing,
you're in the wrong industry.
You're in the wrong industry. But it's pretty easy to love. And love our mutually exclusive.
That's awesome, and that's unique, obviously, to me because obviously I did not come from the same beginnings, but it's you watch technology develop over time, and obviously, I mean, you grew up with the PA systems and the security stuff. When did you guys start moving into the AV side of the business? Would you say that you became a serious contender as I guess an operating unit for business in the 80s or 90s?
It became our primary source of revenue in the early 80s with the development of the CRT projectors. When do you remember? My back hurts just thinking about it.
In the 90s, they were still being used.
As audiovisual, I think, was born in the early 80s with a lot of the early consultant design firms and the manufacturers that were developing at that time very cutting edge technology.
Yeah.
Not very user friendly, but not much technology is very
straight up display, audio, not so much the control or the sophistication that we have today, obviously.
Straight up projector and really kick ass audio. Yeah,
a lot of
working on audio.
You're
working on audio. Audio's had tons of problems to perfect. I mean, it still does nowadays. But audio has always developed. Video, the advent of video was really traced back to the early sound projectors, stereos, that
from humble beginnings to a massive complex with a ton of rack and gear jamming all over the place. As soon as I walked in here, I got to move some racks to make some room, and that's a good sign, right?
It's always good being busy.
That's positive. Todd, you're not used to coming into a space this big.
No.
Todd's one of our residential experts. Both him and Jason do a lot on the resi side. And how's your audio?
I'm dropped.
You're dropped. Oh man.
Dropping. The stream is fine online though.
Okay, excellent. Okay, you're back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, what I wanted to get into when I came in here, I was very impressed. I seen the racks, I seen the Crestron boxes, so automatically you had a fan. It was something that you often don't see in spaces. Now, commercial, something I don't know about, something I don't work in, but I want to get back into something more personal to you, your home. In your home, are you using sophisticated equipment like this?
course, gotta. I don't go out of my way to use the technology, but I understand that as a representative, you've got to use the technology. But I also understand that I'm a father of two, and seeing the evolution and the impact that technology has on all walks of life. Having the same technology that I play with here, and I don't personally, actually, I'm not allowed to play with the technology. Everybody else, I'm not allowed to touch it.
Got the Midas touch.
Exactly. But no, I have a Crestron system, wireless touch panel, but also use the new smart devices. I have an iPad right next to the touch panel. Is an iPad, and den or out by the pool, or when I go upstairs and want to initiate a Monday morning tactical, I can connect via Wi-Fi and be able to control. So it really is neat to use the technology.
Okay, and in your home, okay, we're going to keep on going back into the home because that's what I know.
Yep.
Do you agree with this, that you need a robust network to handle all the streaming devices that you have in your home? Do you believe it's a 50-50? Like when you have a good audio solution or home control solution, you need to have a network that can compare or withstand all that streaming and all that downloading that you're putting into it?
The network is the most important piece of the puzzle. And without a robust network, you have nothing else. You will constantly run into
a whole variety of issues, connectivity, bandwidth, whatever it may be. It's an IT-driven world that we live in, and AV is kind of along for the ride.
I agree with you 100%. Now we're going to go with one more factor.
Man.
Sorry.
I know where you're going. He's the home theater guy.
Setting me up?
He's setting you up for something. There's probably going to be a business card stashed to the side.
It's already under that white envelope over there.
It's in the thing in the $10 bill.
Here's the final question. It all comes down to speakers for me. I'm a sound guy. What speakers do you have in your home, and what are you listening to in your iPod right now?
I'm a big JBL guy, as well as Tannoy.
Nice.
And on the iPad, I'm a big 70s rock guy.
Same here.
It's in the blood. I think there's certain things that are passed down from generation to generation. And, I'm a rock and roll guy through and through.
All right.
Or a little disco.
I will take that, and I'll ask you, what was the last CD you bought? Have you physically been into a store to buy a CD, and when was the last time you went in?
I do not purchase in the store quite that often. It's all done
digitally.
It's all done digitally off the iTunes.
Yeah, so Tom gets his free bird on iTunes.
Well, I know your last CD. I know the last CD Chris got was the One Direction CD because it's in his car when he's in the driver's seat. So I'm not judging.
Best song in the world, right?
You know, you got to expand your mind and styles of music. Actually, the last CD I bought was power's going out. Everything's what's going on.
Trying to cover your face.
Get a little bit of. Hey, wait a minute. This is the green initiative that Verrex has.
Yep.
Don't have a lot of movement, and the lights are going to time out. So,
save energy.
Absolutely.
Good
Power
stuff.
consumption.
Well, no, it wasn't a One Direction CD that I bought.
Britney Spears?
No.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, when I get a receipt from my kids because they bought music, does that count as my latest purchase? Because that would be a One Direction.
Oh,
there you go. So we're on the same page.
I'm on the top of the billboard right
We'll
here.
go do some Running Man later.
Running Man. I'm running the Boston.
Excellent. All right, you guys got any questions here for Tom? And if not, we're probably going to queue up the band in another 5 minutes or so. They can play up another set. If you guys are up to it, you guys want another song? Sweet. Guys, you guys got any questions coming?
Yeah,
Tom, can you hear the question?
No, I cannot.
So you said that, Tom, nice to you, first of all. Always a pleasure to meet other people in the industry.
Here.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
I
I can.
might not be able to. Okay, go ahead. This is how we do it.
Beats,
All right,
baby.
go ahead.
Headphone shuffle.
All right. Hi. Nice to meet you. As I was saying, you mentioned that you think that our industry has gone to be a heavy IT-related industry, and I'm one of the few people in the industry who actually has an IT background. I spent 8 years as an IT administrator, 4 with the Navy, and so when I come into the AV world, I have a unique skill set, but I haven't been able to figure out how to market that. Now, I mean, I am the rookie among all you guys here. So I'm curious as to what advice you might have being the CEO of a company like your own for someone who's coming into the AV industry skill set, how they might market that and how they might present that to make it interesting.
You get that, Tom?
I got it. Let me answer it. Yeah, it was a little choppy, but I think I got it. Joshua, my first comment would be, please feel free to send your I'm going to start
You heard it first here.
I think ultimately, most, if not all, organizations understand the importance of integrating IT talent into their organization. It is the future. I don't want to tire of saying that. I think ultimately, as a newcomer or as an outsider, there's from a variety of folks. Typical HR realm, but also more importantly, leverage relationships. Our best employees are referrals, are recommendations, are relationships. So if you have the majority of the folks gotten involved in this are not only musicians, not always out of the individuals that talking to and communicating through their network, whatever network. Everybody has a different way of communicating to the outside world. But leveraging those individuals, I think, is probably the best advice that I would give.
Awesome. Thanks, Josh. You guys got anybody else got any questions? Going around the horn here, Nate. Got anything?
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Is my audio okay?
Your audio's okay, but it's Tom's set, so. Go ahead, Nate.
Okay. No, it's great to hear some feedback. You know, it's or just answering Josh's question there about how to utilize his skill sets. I feel like networking is huge. Like as everything starts to transition to Ethernet, we've got AVB going on, HD-based T. That's the future. That's where things are going. So understanding network protocol and how that all ties in and how you send HDMI signals over the network, that's where our industry's going. So it's really important for us to stay on top of that. So I think Josh has a good skill set right there. I think it's going to pay off in the long run. It's just a matter of getting experience, getting some years under your belt. I mean, in many ways, I feel like a rookie. And I've got about 7 years experience, being an installer, being a CAD guy, and now being a design guy. I still feel like every day I'm learning new things, and it's a lifelong thing to challenge yourself, and never feel like you've reached the point where you know it all. There's always something more to learn. So that's about it. That's what I wanted to add.
Well said.
Awesome. Boy, I'm sorry, just passing the microphone and the headsets and all that.
What's the matter? You don't like my sweaty ears?
You got ear sweat on me, and I'm mildly disturbed by that, but that's okay. Anyway, how about we take it to the band? What do you guys want to play for us next? What's that? A little Joan Jett? Oh, that's good. All right. Flip that camera. There we go, the live feed of the Verrex band playing. Do a little band reputation by Joan Jett. And there you go. Technical difficulties. And we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Guys, fire up whenever you're ready. You're listening to Red Band Radio on AV Nation with broadcasting live from Verrex. The Verrex band's ready to go. Go ahead, Ross. Let's hear it. Excellent, guys. Thank you. Man, here we go, flipping the camera around with all sorts of crew and craziness going on. Jason, what's going on, man?
Oh, dude, the live music, that's awesome. I think that's...
We're trying our best here. The
That's
band
really
is great.
cool. Like,
And by the way, these guys are all obviously technicians, project managers. What do we got? Technicians, project manager, technical service coordinator. Love the title. Dan, what are you?
Senior field support specialist.
What?
Senior field support specialist.
He's a senior field specialist. That's awesome. I love that. That's great. You hear me referring to Dan. Again, this goes back to our small, incestuous little industry that we worked in. Disgustingly, we all know and been around the same places and stuff like that. I worked with Dan and about 4 other guys out here. I was happy to see Big Jack back in the fold. Big Jack's a quality technician you have here. He's not gotten any smaller. I think he's grown some.
He has grown. He's
the Verrex bouncer.
He's been here. He's come and gone a couple times. This is his third
time around.
Third time around.
Going back to our company culture conversation that we were talking about, discussion.
Grass is greener. Grass is always greener.
People move, people come back, but you guys take him back. He goes, he gets accepted someplace else. You guys come back. He's got skills. Jack is a good example of a technician that's a hardworking, dedicated technician, stuff like that. But the discussion, obviously, we're going to lead down the path is training and how people are moving in the industry and how they're being developed in the industry. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your training, you have a unique way of doing training here. It wasn't in your notes, but I was going to hit you with this question. But you guys still do when the holidays are here, company holidays, your technicians come in-house and do the training on site?
We do a lot of different training. Training, whether it's tied to culture, training is part of the career development.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the responsibilities that we have as an employer, one of the ways that it makes it attractive to come work here is you've got to offer a robust robust training program. And whether it's the orientation you go through as a new employee, or it's the recurring training that you have to have from a certification standpoint, or it's just the training that's certified by the variety of manufacturers to sell their product and properly support that product. So being able to do that with employees all over the world, you've got to come up with a variety of creative ways, and tying them into other company events, whether it's the holiday party, or on this Friday we have the Verrex softball game. Yes, workers' comp gets a little bit worried on Friday afternoon when you got people running around the bases. IT folk don't run the bases very well.
I don't think IT folk don't run.
They don't run the bases.
I've seen techs run to find cables, but
last softball game that we did have, and those are little things that make a difference here. The last time we had one of our IT desktop support specialists separated his shoulder just running around the bases.
You're not supposed to play tackle in softball. So just get out your frustrations out on the field.
But back to training, you've got to offer it to all employees, and again, it's how you can implement it and keep it fresh. You got to be an equal opportunity provider, and that costs money.
Yeah,
it's an investment that's made.
But it's, that's a debatable topic that once we move you out, we're going to debate this because we could definitely bring, if you want to stick around for the conversation, it's no holds barred. Then your feet are going to get put into the fire. But the debate has always been on the technical side, on the technician side, and those are definitely some big dogs. We have all been through the promises and stuff like that in the past. So before I go any further with the venomous comments, not directed at you, but of our own personal experiences and stuff that we've gone through, career development within a company is very important. It's also part of the reason why there is so much flux. Some guys are leaving for money, some guys are looking for opportunities. Not just with, obviously, you guys experience the same flux as everybody else. Every technician's different. Super techs do a great job. You guys, will work as super tech, and you're the business owner, but you're not the head of operations who would be selecting super tech to go out. And we've all been there. This guy's good. You got to put him on the project, and that guy just ends up staying on the project, and he'll get burnt, and that happens. And that's no fault to any company. That's just the way people are. They burn out after a while, and they look for different opportunities. Some want to move into project management, engineering, and stuff like that. But it's the right technician that moves into that space. We can also say that, and I've seen technicians try to convert to project management, and they're not organized enough. I've seen project managers try to become engineering people, and they can't grasp the CAD part of it. There's always a little bit to it.
But the mindset should always be, anytime you bring an employee in, that they are going to stay there for a long time. They're going to grow within the organization, whether that is in the same position with the same business card, or it evolves as that person grows and wants to learn new things. I'll represent the man as owner of a company. You always run that risk of losing the individual. That's why it's the complete package. We'd be foolish to think that it isn't about the money, that it isn't about the benefits. All those things you have to take into account. But you know what? Individuals are going to come and go, and as a business owner, I'm going to offer the best environment that I can. And you know what? Some people leave. I think one of the things that I do really love and appreciate about this industry is the fact that there are people that have been here a long time, but then there are people that for a short period of time they were here. And while they were here, they learned something. They drank some of the Verrex Kool-Aid, and 5, 10, 15 years, I've seen them progress somewhere else, and I'm still doing work with them. I still see them at Infocom. I still interact with them. Someday, they'll be on the customer end or the manufacturer end. And as a parent and as an owner, I take pride in that because they were different. They were a different individual when they came through this door.
Mm-hmm. So I'm actually going to put a question out to Mike Brands down in Florida. Mike, you're a little unique in the group of guys that are here in that you are a technology end user, a technology manager, and end user, I guess. We were down at Infocom. We talked about this. You had a list of classes to take while you were there. I keep going back to Mike. Just keeps getting the educational questions pointed his way, but you have to do it yourself. You have to develop your own career, and maybe you want to share with us how somebody like yourself who doesn't have the pressure of you need this certification or that. You're doing this on your own for your own knowledge base and for your own development as career-wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
And out of his own pocket.
Actually, I'm really blessed. My university pays for all my education, so I'm lucky in that regard. But not being in the manufacturer side or an integrator side, I kind of have to carve my own path out and, kind of make my own way, develop my own, here's what I want to do this year, here's what I want to do next year. I get X number of dollars a year to do training, so I need to make sure I use that money wisely, which oftentimes I just do Infocom because it, winds up working out to be one price for everything, flight, hotel, and everything included. But the big key for me is I've got to seek out and find these things that, people at Verrex, they have career development plans. You've been doing this for a long time, and you're very successful at it, building a company culture. We don't have a whole lot of AV career development plan at the university where I work, so I kind of have to go out of my way to figure out what to do next to keep myself educated and up to date. And sometimes that means sitting through some really terrible webinars just because you want to watch them all, so that way you can understand what you need to know. And other times that means going to Infocom and sitting through 5 days of 9-hour classes, so that way you can get your certification, so you can get some knowledge that you didn't have when you go there. And we've already talked about the value of the CTS, but I still maintain that it holds some legitimacy.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think that it does. Thank God. There are some people here that are probably sending us messages right now saying you're wrong, and he's probably sitting home in California right now sending me those messages and blogging about it somewhere. But yeah, you have to follow more than anybody. You have to predict trends, as opposed to the industry, manufacturers, integrators such as Verrex. They see trends and they act on them because they're buying the hardware, and they have to move in that direction. Whereas you obviously don't have that ability. You're basically going by what is trending in the industry, not so much purchase orders or salesmen coming back and telling you that. So you're doing a lot of that homework on your own. I've been there, man. It's tough where to go. You try to find a niche. You try to be predictable and trying to predict where it's going, and it can get kind of tough.
Yeah, one of the great benefits of my job, one of the great benefits is being a one-man department. So I do everything from service to smaller installations to fixing computers to had a new one the other day. Someone brought a desktop printer into a classroom and wanted to print out pages for their class. So that was a new fun experience, troubleshooting desktop printers in a classroom. So I'm greatly benefited by the fact that I get thrown into the deep end and have to just learn. I didn't have a whole lot of training. I went to college for radio journalism. So it's kind of new. It's exciting, and like I said,
the college degree once you get into the AV world is kind of interesting. So we can talk about that too. George, live side.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm eating as I work.
What's your take on the discussion when it comes to this stuff?
Well, you got to recap for me because I was working on making sure your sound
was
was
so I'm
nice.
not going back to you anymore.
Okay, there you go.
Todd, you gonna take that off? You gonna put that on? Todd's disrobing, taking off his headset. I don't know what he's gonna find. It's too bad. How are you dealing with the training issue and employee development and stuff like that? You are a business owner here, and you run your own company. You have a set of crew. You have a crew of guys that are out there. I see the source trucks up and down the parkway. So how are you doing this?
Well, we have
That's why. Look at that.
Okay, should I read?
Leveraging the manufacturers who understand the importance of educating. Their business survive. You only survive if you educate the consumer. And the manufacturers like the restaurants, like the Cisco's, like it or not, they developed programs for a variety of verticals with sort of residential. And that's something, if you're not leveraging that,
I agree with you 100%. No, you'll fall behind very quickly. What I tend to do a lot is lead by example. I go to all the job sites, I check the job sites, I train the associates. Constantly things are turning. The wheel's constantly turning. People are constantly learning. Newer products are coming out. And as my responsibility as the owner is to keep on top of all that. I don't pass along someone else, they take the trainings. I want to learn it as well. Because when there's a problem, I need to get into trenches and I need to work on this product. I need to work on the programming end. I need to be able to sell. I'm going to keep wearing those hats. You know, I don't want to retire. I have to, you know, I have to wear those hats. It's important to me to know exactly every part of this business. And like I was just stating when no one heard me, the shading. It's something that I feel like our market needs and our market can really build some capital by doing. And, you know, is it AV? Yeah, it is. It's home integration. We're integrators. I consider myself a solution provider. I'm going to offer my customers a solution to anything that they need done. It might cost, but it is their solution, and it's, you know, unrealistic goals. There's no such word. If you're going to pay for it, that's it. That's how we roll.
That's some good advice, man. And you know what? A lot of people don't take the lighting and shade industry as part of the industry, but I can tell you, I've worked on projects where, you know, now the companies out there designing, these architect and design firms are going towards, in the commercial space, the open space concept. Obviously, the homes, you know, there's big windows and kitchens flowing into living rooms.
New York City.
And New York City, there's
all
big
windows
everywhere. And no wall space to hang a plasma.
Right.
LED, whatever.
That's okay.
But
we'll figure it out.
Commercial space now, you got window, you know, wall-to-wall windows, and nothing in between. You know, without shading, without light, it really is stressful. I mean, we're sitting here right now using webcam applications over Google Plus and stuff like that. Had this been an open space kind of environment, and that would ruin the picture. It would be completely washed out. Everything is thrown out. You got people with, you know, shiny heads, and everything is just off-colored and stuff like that. You really got to control that. Well, not a lot of consideration goes into that, especially now. I've seen AV guys come in saying, how do you control the light? And the architects are, we control these light filtering things. Okay, that's great. It's not light. People are sitting with sunglasses on.
But that's where it goes back to education. And not only your associates need to be educated, your customers need to be educated, your architects need to be educated. It's a spectrum. It's a circle. Anybody who surrounds us, we need to inform them. We need to work with them. And if they don't want to work with us, kill them with kindness. That's my
collaboration.
Yep. That's it. It'll go a lot smoother. But email. Put everything in an email. Don't do it verbally. Do not shake their hands. Everything has to be an email because that's the only thing you have for the customer to know that you've been doing your job. If something falls back, what's the one thing you can depend on? That email. I sent out an email. It's been done. And I didn't get it done? No, I did. That guy didn't get it done. Fortunately, you have to cover your...
Yeah, I know.
CYA.
Yes.
Yes. Jason, I know you're chomping at the bit. You deal with a similar industry out in LA. And, you know, how important is that side of the business on the lighting and shade side? I mean, usually just brush it off, you know, provided by others, done by architects, or the designers taking care of that. How do you guys handle that?
Yeah, it's interesting.
You run into the same issues?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because I've worked for a few different companies, and I've worked both for companies that sub that out, and now currently with DSI, we do that all in-house, and we actually have a couple guys that are really specialized in that, because it is a very, very specialized deal when you get into doing the shades and the lighting, and I think it's hugely, hugely important. And I do agree with Todd that it seems to me to be an untapped, well, not untapped, but relatively untapped part of the market in terms of one of the few products out there that we actually can still make a good margin on. So I do think it's important. But I also wanted to touch on a point. I thought Todd made a great point about educating clients, because we talk a lot about training, and it's easy to forget that how important that is also to be able to speak on the level with your clients and to be able to engage them and make these very complicated and technical things that we're pulling off seem easy, but also make them understand that there is a lot going on behind the scenes, and that they should expect that these are systems that are going to take ongoing service and maintenance. And I think the better job that we do at the front end of our jobs in terms of educating our clients about what's going on behind the scenes, I think we're going to have happier clients and clients that tend to stick with us more in the long term, because it's easy for them to forget that what we're doing is very complicated and things will fail. So that's part of what they pay us for.
Excellent. Josh, you're just happy your shades work in your bathroom, right?
I don't like that. Although I've been chomping at the bit because you guys keep.
Josh sleeps during the day, so he
about people on the inside. It's the poor souls on the outside.
Josh is the night owl. He depends on light blocking shades every day, all day. He's up late and sleeps all. Excuse me, up all night, sleep all day. That was a Slaughter song. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, no, I'm the one that's been chomping.
About. That's great.
You guys keep talking about education, so of course, I'm chomping at the bit because in the AV industry, I'm the guy that has the AV degree. I'm heard of, but not many people can put a face to that guy, and so it's interesting because I'm sitting here looking at a guy like Tom here, and I've been out of school for 6 months, and I actually haven't been able to find a job with an integrator yet, and that's kind of frustrating because I have a skill set that they don't comprehend and that they don't understand. I'm academically trained with an Associates of Science that's all AV. My actual degree says Electronics and Audiovisual Systems, and so of course I wanted to speak up.
He's got bills to pay. He'd love to be an integrator. And let's plug it away. Josh is a free agent.
Yeah. So if anyone needs an integrator, you can hire me because I'll gladly work for you. So
actually, you could call John Siaka. I think he's looking for an integrator.
Like going down to Myrtle Beach. That's not a bad ride from Madison, is it?
Yeah, it's only like 10 hours.
South Jersey to where I go.
Yeah, that's not bad. You could deal with it.
Nate, how you handling this stuff, man?
What was that, Chris?
Nate, I love throwing this.
He's organizing the cables behind.
Nate is the only guy who has the right lighting, the right audio, the right everything going on. And the rest of us are just schlepping here.
He's got an impressive pegboard behind him.
Well, hey, if I look,
how-to videos.
It's his career for how-to.
That's some good stuff.
Hey, yeah, thanks, Chris. Thanks for catching me off guard.
Man. It was a shameless plug.
Hey, no, I appreciate it. It's funny doing this. I mean, we're talking about it. We're a bunch of AV guys trying to do this right here, and it's like, what's crazy is that, like 10 years ago, we'd each have to pay like 20 grand for like a codec to be able to do this, and we're doing it for free, on Google with remote encoders and decoders. It's pretty amazing, but it's going to be funny what the next generation just kind of grows up to take for granted. I think it's cool that we can all appreciate this, but I actually have no idea what your question was.
That's awesome. That's all right, because I stopped paying attention about 20 minutes ago, man. I don't know what's going on. What day is today? No, we're
Friday.
No, we were.
That's how we get through this. Every day is Friday.
Nate, welcome to REDBAND, where we just love to throw things at you when you're, it's like you're in class and the teacher's like waiting for the right moment to let it go.
Oh, that was awesome.
All right, we're going to be hearing from the man in a few minutes as well, and then we're going to continue on the discussion. Tom, thank you, sir.
You are very welcome. Again, feel free to party here all night. I never discourage my employees from staying in the building all night long and working. So if you guys want to pull an all-nighter, I'll let the Mountainside Police know that you guys will be ordering in some more pizza. Maybe a little White Castle. Loosen up a little bit.
No.
Got to get the crave.
Exactly.
What's that?
You want some White Castles?
Yeah.
That's it. We're gonna get some White Castles and
Chicken ring sandwiches with cheese.
And I'll give you
Oh
my
man,
W9
that takes me back to college.
Yep.
What do you guys want to play first next? What do you guys thinking? More Motorhead? Vinnie Vincent Invasion? It's fancy over there.
9 Inch Nails?
The 9 Inch Nails.
You know any Michael Bolton?
What's that?
Michael Bolton?
What, you going to sing?
We're gonna take some Michael Bolton. That's awesome. Todd will join you. He knows the words. He's a big fan.
I'm a huge fan.
Once again, this is REDBAND Radio. We are coming live down and dirty from Verrex out in Mountainside, New Jersey, and that's no down and dirty claim of Verrex. It just happens to be that we're having a little bit of technical difficulties today, and it's our first time doing this podcast. We're now introducing again the Verrex Band, also known as the Dan Castaneri 4, and I love busting his chops the whole time. So thank you, and we're going to go into the next song, which is not Michael Bolton. It will be
Wonderwall by Oasis.
A Wonderwall by Oasis. That's awesome.
You for this.
You should have somehow realized what you're gonna do. I don't believe nobody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street, and your heart is down. I'm sure you only heard it of your word, but you never really had it down. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
I can go to this. They're done. All right, we're back. Go ahead, Tom. I have to go unmuted. Actually, should we switch over to Todd? Todd, I'll switch it over to you while I fix and adjust my stuff here. Oh boy, how's that, George? We good? Yeah. I pulled the string.
No, you always pull the string on me. Every single time
not
you introduce me, I get a
Dude,
moment to
it's
talk.
not-
It's always
not
like that.
like that.
It's been like that every day.
No.
You know
I
what?
respect you, man.
I'm moving.
To where?
Back to New York or something.
No, you,
I want to
Dude, you
move a whole
got-
state away from you.
yeah, you can't. Oh, no. because you live too close, that's not
Yeah.
that's no reason to move away, dude.
I can't run away from you.
Yes, you can.
Even on Twitter, I have to see your
You're
tweets
a
every minute.
stalker, dude, not me. What the hell's
That
wrong
was a one-time thing.
But yeah, and if I catch you outside my house again taking pictures while I'm walking my dog, that ain't cool.
It was because you don't have motorized shades.
Right.
Talk to your local
They're sitting there in
home
my
theater
garage
representative.
I was trying to help you out and come to your home and give you a consultation, but you took it the
It's
wrong
not a
way.
free consultation with you. I've learned that, and we're live, so let's. This discussion we have to talk about later.
Uh-oh.
All right, gentlemen. Now we are going right into our own Red Band discussion. Tom has left the building, and the guys from Verrex are. Actually, the band is sort of doing their own thing, and we can go ahead and wrap up the podcast over the next couple minutes. And what do you guys got? You guys got any topics? I mean, this is our second thing or second deal. As a matter of fact, I do have something to talk about. You guys have all been writing, all been doing certain stuff. What are you guys working on now? You got anything coming up? Wait, I know somebody who's got something coming up. We got 2 resident AV red banders that are getting married within the next couple weeks. You got Jason.
That's
who,
right.
This weekend went out bass fishing.
I did.
And oh God, you got nothing, dude. I saw a big old bass out of the picture coming across Instagram that his wife, future wife, caught. He came home with nothing.
Beyonce 1, J0.
What'd you get, a Sunny? What'd you catch out there? Nothing.
What's that?
You caught a cool
Yeah, no,
one.
it was fun. The wedding is August 24th. I'm actually going to be out in your guys' neck of the woods. She's from Long Island, so that's where her whole family is. So we're going to be out there for the wedding. Yeah, it's going to be a good
You sure
time.
you want to come out to the East Coast, man?
Oh, yeah, we always have fun out there. So we're looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun.
That would be hashtag AV Wedding 2.
That's it.
Hashtag AV Wedding goes to Josh out in Madison. Josh, how many days, weeks, hours, seconds? I know you got the countdown going somewhere.
Well, as of last night, me and the missus decided to postpone the wedding to July because it got more expensive than we could afford. So we're pushing it back to the summer of next year. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we wanted to do it right.
Big Nate, what do you got on your plate, man? What's coming up for Big Nate in the next in the next round? Whether it's blogging or what you guys working on? What are you guys doing up there on the how-to stuff?
Yeah. So I got definitely been blogging a lot about social media and just how awesome it's been, and I've been really taking social media seriously for, I don't know, since 2011, really, for the past couple of years, and it's really starting to pay off. But it's not like instant gratification, but if you just keep chipping away at it and networking and really starting to see some fruits of that labor. But in terms of videos coming up, I got a new tech TriCaster 455 unboxing, and I'm super excited to post that one. I do.
The TriCaster.
Yeah. So are you familiar with live video production?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So New Tech in their product line, the TriCaster is just an amazing live video production tool. And we ended up getting one for the House of Worship where I volunteer, and so I did some video of the unboxing and everything. I'm really excited to learn this product inside and out. Got that video coming up. I've been partnering up with one of my buddies in the local Boston music scene, Joe Graney and the Chasers. He's got like a recurring gig at a bar down in Cambridge, John Harvard's Brewery, and so me and him are kind of teaming up and networking on Twitter and making some videos together. So I got some fun stuff. It's just a matter of getting the time to do it. You know how it is.
Excellent. Hey, man, time is necessary, and a lot of us don't have that, unfortunately. Yeah. But we do have time to put together this podcast. Mike, what you got going on down in Florida?
Well, it's a mad dash to the start of school, so we're hanging TVs left and right, getting collaborative lounges and dorms up and running. I've never seen a room with so many 80 and 70-inch screens, so we're really excited about the cool things we're putting in. Beyond that, we got the continuation of the Technology Leadership Series on MikeBrandisAV.com.
Very successful series, by the way. Thank you.
Shooting over as much as much stuff as possible for REDBAND, and then other content. Just trying to find time within the 70-hour work weeks to get some writing done on the side. We all know how that goes, but thankfully it'll be a little bit quieter coming up after Labor Day. So.
Thanks, man. George, man of 1,000 jobs. You leave here and go do audio and sound for another podcast, or what's going on, George? With George
Aviation's got a lot of podcasts coming out. By the way, you mute yourself for over. We're echoing. We're echoing, so mute while I talk. See, producer's job. Shush. No, Aviation will be doing a number of new shows coming up in the next couple of weeks. We have a couple of projector shows. I have a couple more articles for you, writing for a number of other trades, although I can't talk about them yet. They haven't published them. So once they do, I'll let you guys know.
Excellent.
Yeah. So sorry I've been mute the whole show, but they hear me enough on Aviation, so they don't need to hear my voice all the time.
George was just here for shits and giggles. How about you, dude? What you got going on? I know you're busy. I can't get a hold of you. I stopped stalking you after the 4th week.
Yeah, but see, you're really stalking me. There's a difference between me and you. I'm trying to help you with a solution.
Dude, no, but you're creepy stalking. I'm not creepy stalking.
Okay, back to
You're like wait outside my house behind the tree type stalking. All I see is an iPod.
That's because I was
trying to get pictures.
we'll get into that in another date.
Dude, I told you, I don't wear biker shorts anymore. So.
But those Daisy Dukes you wear,
Yeah. I'm kicking it old school.
That's it. That's it.
What do you got coming up? I know you're constantly busy doing the stuff with the Resi Systems, and you've got obviously blogs on in the works for them as well, plus your company. And dude, you're a man of many talents. And though I do bust Todd, Todd is a very good person and a definitely one of the good guys in the industry. Glad to have him on here for the first time. He's obviously REDBAND took off, or actually kicked off down in Infocom with myself, Mike Brands, Mark Coxon, and George, and I would have loved to have everybody else at the time. Unfortunately, we were in would have been a bomb shelter, I guess. We couldn't get any Wi-Fi or any type of signal to get these guys in, but we had to do it locally as opposed to remote. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I hope this experience was new, interesting, innovative. No, it's not innovative. It's not that interesting, but we were going to continue doing it. We are REDBAND, and you're not. I'll see you at the next podcast. This is episode 2, and we will tell you what the title is shortly. Look for the video. Look for the podcast. Thank you guys from Aviation for hosting. Todd, Big Nate, Tucker, Jason. Oh, did I freeze? No. Josh, Mike. Thank you, and to the lovely Jacqueline, who was here in the background, and to Verrex for hosting us. It was definitely something new, something interesting. And why am I advertising that? That's not even cool, dude. Anyway, we'll see you next month, and you'll never know where we're coming or where we're going to be hiding. But I tell you this, if this was fun, if this was interesting, we're definitely going to take it to another level. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because REDBAND is not going away anytime soon. Thank you again, Verrex. George. Cut.
Bound chicken.